Welcome back to another Pokemon Falling Friday, where every Friday morning I post a video going through last week's sales of sealed Pokemon products and Pokemon cards that are currently going down in price. But before we get started, we got to thank today's video sponsor, and that is Arizona TCG. If you guys have a couple graded cards or a ton of graded cards you're looking to sell, and you want to get that top dollar, Arizona TCG is perfect for you. Because honestly, it is a hassle to sell your cards yourself, especially if you have a lot of them, dealing with all these different customers, half of them trying to lowball you, half of them not even paying. And if you just started your eBay store and you do an auction, you're not going to get that many eyes on it. But this eBay store already has 100% positive feedback with over 10,000 cards sold. But they're going to take professional scans of your cards, and then they're going to post it on their massive weekly eBay auctions. But you have full control. You can change it to buy it now. You can track your collection. And the thing I always use is the card finder, and you can go to Pokemon sets. And they have every single English Pokemon set here where you can check the raw and PSA prices. But yeah, and the best part about all this is they charge almost the exact same amount as if you started your own eBay store. But this eBay store is already popping off. So definitely check them out. The link is in the description. But all right, let's get to it. Starting off with Lost Origin, still going down a little bit, just a couple dollars. But I mean, all the sales are now basically under $210. So yeah, all at $209. One there at $225. But yeah, steady at $209. So, I mean, if you can find this maybe for $190, $200 somewhere locally or something, maybe Facebook Marketplace, pretty solid deal. I don't think it'll get below $200. I really don't. Next, Rebel Clash. This thing just keeps going down. $214, $207. I really hope this thing gets into like $180, $190. I personally know a bunch of people that need this box to finish their Sword and Shield booster box collection. So hopefully it keeps getting cheaper. Next, Twilight Masquerade. Never pay, especially for anything Scarlet and Violet, unless it's like something crazy like 151. Never pay close to MSRP or even like anything over like $110 right when the set comes out, because it'll always go down to about $100. So last few sales, 104, 102, 109, 104, 104, 102. So yeah, about $100 booster box. I've seen it even for like 95 and 90 and stuff, but now it's a little around 100 since some of the cards are actually gaining value. Next, the Celebrations UPC. It's going down. Was 373 down to 364, 364, 367, 369, 370. So that's good. I'd love to see this thing get to be like 350 again. Maybe I'd still want more of these. Next, the Charizard UPC is just coming down a little bit. It's just leveling out. Few sales, 134, 152, 154, 154. It'll probably be like $140, $145 box, but not sure. It is a super good box. But if the booster boxes aren't really going up and all the pack prices are just staying the same, this thing is not going to get that much more expensive. Next, Paldean Fates Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. Now this is sold out on the Pokemon Center website. So 78. Now last few sales 71, 71. And they do restock these. They just restocked Obsidian Flames not too long ago. It's sold out again. But 74, 71. So around $70. I think normally it's $59.99 for these on the Pokemon Center website. So you're technically overpaying $10. Not terrible. But I would just wait to see if it gets restocked. Next, Pokemon Go. Of course, was up to $40.88. Now 29, 40, 37, 39, 34. Not terrible. I do think Pokemon Go is a lot better than what people think. Not saying it's nearly as good as any other sets in Sword and Shield. But if you think about it, we did have the alternate art Mewtwo in there, and then we got the Radiant Big Three, the Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur, and then we had the Ditto cards. So it's not, a super good set at all, but I do not think it's as bad as what people think. I mean, comparing it to anything with alternate arts like Sword and Shield wise, with trainer galleries and stuff, of course it doesn't compare. There's like 2 alt arts in the whole set, but still, it's not terrible. And I mean, having Mewtwo on the box, not bad. I do feel like the box should be like purple though. We got the Pokemon 151 booster box. This was the cheapest price that I could find on eBay. That's an actually sold listing with 65 or best offer from a good seller, sealed, box looks nice. So I know they're getting another reprint of this. I can't remember, in August or something like that, or September or something. Let me know down in the comments too if you guys can find any good deals on this box. I'm sure everybody in the comments would really, really appreciate it. But I think right now the average price is like $75. But this was $65 or best offer. So not too bad. I would love to get a bunch of these. If this thing got down to like $55 or $50, the amount of these boxes that I would buy, it would be crazy. Like I'd fill up a whole closet just with these boxes if I can get down to $50. Love it. Next, get into some cards. Lily, one of the most popular full arts of all time, is going down. I mean, it was $433. Now it is below $400. $395, $393, $389, $375, $374. Absolutely wild. I kind of get like the whole waifu thing. I know people love that stuff, and I'm not into it at all. And then too, I feel like a lot of these characters, I mean, I've seen every episode of Pokemon. I've seen every movie. These characters aren't even very good in the show. I mean, half of them are extremely annoying or just, not even barely in the show or movies. But yet they're super expensive. It's crazy, but everybody has their own thing. So next, the gold Snorlax from Chilling Reign was $75. Last few sales, $66, $55, $69, $69. That's the Japanese for $55, $68, $34, $61 lightly played. So mid 60s, not bad. Starting to get a little more affordable. It's a very expensive gold card. All right, Raging Bolt. Starting to go down a little bit, and everybody was saying, it has to be because of the TCG, and I get it. It's super good for the TCG, but a lot of people will do that with cards that are good for the TCG. They'll buy them all out and jack up the price because they know people will buy them because they want it for their decks, because they know people cannot resist having the best card possible for their deck. But yeah, I mean, it was over $100, and now all the sales are in the 90s here, 98, 90. 94, 90, 88, 90, 97. But yeah, super good card. I called this months ago. This is going to be the most expensive card in the set. It's the best art. And I mean, Raging Bolt, the Pokemon itself, I feel like isn't terrible. I don't know. I don't like the cloud thing around the face. But otherwise, I think it's kind of cool. Different. And I know, like I said, I know it's super good for the TCG. But I guarantee you some people are hyping this card up more than just the TCG players. All right, next, Charizard V. Love this Charizard. This is actually my favorite full art shiny Charizard. I actually like this one more than the Hidden Fates shiny Charizard because it's actually black. The Hidden Fates one is like blue almost. This one is just black and red. Nice stance. The face, it's perfect. Love this card. 184 it was. Now down to 166, 190. 194, 149, 206, 143. Prices are all over the place. 162, 173. So, I mean, if you can find this card for around $150 or something like that locally, solid deal. Love this card. I hope it gets down a little more cheaper. We actually pulled this card on release, but it had like a nick in it and it was super off-centered, so I ended up selling it. And I kind of wish I still had it. I would love to pick one up, a little nicer, or even a PSA 10 or something, because I do love this Charizard card. Next, we got the Gold Giratina V-Star. Was $137, now down to $120. Wow. $120 all day. $125, $134 there, $120. So, kind of fell about $17, good amount. It's probably just leveling out. Can't remember exactly how much this card was originally on release, but it was for sure over $100, no problem. I want to say it was like $150. So we're getting close to where we were. Next, the Arceus, also coming down a little bit, was at $100. Last few sales, 93, 90, 84, 83, 84. So a few there at 95. Moderately played for 49. Huh. Not bad. I also love this card. It just really soothes me. I feel like my OCD is just calm when I look at it because he's just perfectly centered. Everything's nice and neat. I don't know. I love it. Next, a Mewtwo V-Star. Also going down a little bit and bouncing back up a tiny bit, but still, it was at 73. That sold 69. Lightly played 54. Near mint 68, 67. Moderately played for 36. 69. So just down a few dollars. We got one near mint there at 79. Next, the Suicune V, one of my favorite arts in all Sword and Shield. And I want to keep saying it. If this was in a normal set like Silver Tempest or something, this card would be over $100. $30 was the high. Now we're down to 27, 25. Someone got two at 25, 25, 24, 20 for lightly played. A damage for 998. I don't know who's got all these damage Crown Zenith cards. All right, next, the Garchomp V. I called this in my big trainer gallery ranking thing. I felt like this card was a little overpriced, and I felt like we should wait a little bit. And boom, I mean, it was $50. Last few sales, 32, 35. Few there lightly players in the 30s, and you're meant for 32, 36. And remember too, if you're just saving a few bucks on a lightly played card, just spend the extra $2 to $5 and get that near mint. I promise down the road, you'll be so much more happy. All right, next we got the Umbreon Vmax Trainer Gallery. This thing went crazy, 63, fell pretty hard, but these last few sales here, 35, 39, lightly paid for 36. But then before that, it was 59, 49, 54, 52, 49. So I don't think it's going to stay in the 30s. I have a feeling it's going to go right back up to 40, 50. We're going to actually see what we can get it shipped for because I'm curious. All right, looks like we can get it shipped for $42.80. So not bad. But I have a feeling it will go back up to like $50 at least. Like you can see it's going up a tiny bit. Solid card though. Next, the Giratina V. Man, I hope this thing goes down a little more. I still need this card. I know a lot of people still need this card. 482 was the high. And 413, 412, 449, 420. Let's see what that is here. Doesn't say. 350, 412, 411, 453. So I keep saying, you know, I want to pay $350 for this card. I feel like that's a solid price for what this card is. So hopefully it gets a little bit cheaper. And I am hoping to pick up one of these in the next week at Card Party. Hopefully I can get it for around that $350, $400 price. A nice clean copy, but you never know. One can hope. Next, the Gengar Vmax coming down 408 down to last sold was 300 for near mint. Couple damage for 100. So let's see here. 300 near mint, 326, 327, 324, 311, 330. So let's see here. We got some in the 400s there a few days ago. Yeah, crazy prices, $300. Curious to see what that's going to do still. All right, the Charizard V coming down a little bit. I still do have faith in this card. It reached about $200. Coming down 177, 169, 169, 169. We got a 150 here, 189, 185, 180. So not too bad. All right, next we got the Rayquaza V Alt Art, and it was 149 down to 117, 119, 119, 130, 125, 162. So coming down, which is good for me. One of the only V cards that I need. This and the Giratina, the only two V Alt Arts that I need still. So hopefully this gets down to around $100 so I can snag one. Next, the Espeon V. This thing is going down a tiny bit. Got up to 115. Last few sales here, 105, 90, 90, 88, 125. So we got one here for 50. Chinese, 120. So yeah, last few sales in between, 90 to about $105. So getting down there a little bit. Beautiful card. One of my wife's favorite cards. She loves Espeon and she's a big reader. We have a huge library in her house, so she's obsessed with this card. She really wants it in a PSA 10, even though we already have it in our binder. Next, the Umbreon Vmax. We are checking sold listings on eBay because this card is just all over the place right now, and I know people want to know what the actual price is for this thing. So 900 right here, or best offer, but normally, it'll have a line through it when someone sends them an offer. So not sure. This might be a really clean copy, but I don't know. 900, 750, 820 or best offer accepted. And it says the date right above here, sold June 3rd, 2024. And then it says the seller with the seller rating right here too. So, and what's crazy is we were seeing Umbreon sell for $900 raw consistently. So now 820 or best offer, 749 or best offer, 749 or best offer. Nobody sent an offer. $620. This was on auction. $800. Then we got one right here for $1,179. And these are all June 2nd, by the way. Why is this so expensive? Let's take a little peek here. I mean, even if it's mint, which, I don't know, debatable. Looks like they didn't even clean the card. Why did that sell for $1,200? See, that's the stuff where you're like, okay, you know, someone's trying to hype it back up. One bid there for $955. We are going to also check the PSA 10 prices. These are the sold ones. And what's crazy is Arizona TCG just had a sale for $1,700 in a PSA 10 like a week ago or something. Now $1,425, $1,416 are best offer, $1,350 are best offer, $1,375, $1,505, $1,399, $1,399. Just crazy. Yeah, I mean, it looks like the last few sales here are $1,400 to $1,300. So maybe you could, you know, show them this and hopefully you can get it for $1,250 or $1,300 cash if you're doing this in person or whatever it is. But I do have a feeling it might come down a little bit more. To be honest, I've said this before, I feel like Umbreon should be $500 and then the PSA 10 should be like $1,000. Giratina should be like $350, $400 with the PSA 10 being like $750. I think that's more like normal prices for what Pokemon usually is. Because this isn't normal what's going on here with all this stuff just randomly getting hyped up and it's kind of wild. So yeah, that's my thought, and I have a feeling it's going to go down to that. Not 100% sure. Hopefully I'm wrong, but again, I still need this card, so hopefully I'm right. Then hopefully after that I'll be wrong and it goes back up. But you never know. Everybody loves this Umbreon, and I don't think that will ever change. But all right, that was another Pokemon Falling Friday. If you guys do see anything moving up or down in the market, please let me know. It helps out so much. I will add it right to the list. And then too, if you guys do have any investing or collecting questions, make sure you check out my Pokemon What If Wednesday videos. You can drop your questions down below for a chance to be featured in next week's video. And then one person's question is actually featured on the thumbnail every single week. It's honestly a great time. And if you guys do like this content, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a like. It helps out so much. And if you do comment on any of my videos, just know I will comment back. I always comment back to everybody. Even if my views quadruple from here, I'm still going to do that. You can check out my Instagram if you want to see my collection, or you can check out my eBay store. We got 100% positive feedback. And then I am going to Card Party next week, so please let me know down below if anybody else is going to Card Party. I'd love to meet you. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day. And if you want to check out my last What If Wednesday, click this video here. Otherwise, see you next time.